Good day everyone. My name is Shalini Sontam. I am working in Botha University as a lecturer. In this session, we are going to discuss the switch conditional statement. Switch is one of the important conditional statements that is available. As you can know that a conditional statement is a statement which allows a statement to be executed based on the given condition. Switch is also a conditional statement which will allow a variable to be checked for the equality with other number of variables based on a given condition. So in this switch case, the other variables where we are checking the given variable will be arranged all in cases. So that is why we call this switch conditional statement as switch case, as it is comprised of many cases. So a switch statement can be consisted with number of cases. There is no limit. We can write number of cases that are required to execute your particular program. So, and in this particular switch case, after all the cases are done, there is one more statement called default case or default statement or default case. When all the available cases are wrong, then this default case will be executed and gives you the particular output. So let me show you how the switch case will be executed and how we write a program using a switch case. So let me open the C++ compiler and I will write and show you a switch case program so that you'll understand better. So let's open the C++ compiler, open the file menu, open the new editor window. So here we are ready to write the new switch case program. So let me start writing the program with header files, as you know. So first header file we write is #include iostream.h, then I proceed to #include conio.h, the console input output functions header file. So now we are starting to write the program. So in this program, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take two operands and three operators, and I'm going to check all these three operators on the two operands and produce some output. And my requirement is if I have entered any other operator apart from the three operators that I have given, the output should be like you have entered a wrong operator. So that's what I want as a result of my program. So that is what I am going to write using the switch case. So now let us see first what do we need here is the variables. What are the variables required for this program? We need three operators and we need two operands. So let me write the variables first. I need two operands and they will be of integer data type. So first let me write this CLR. So as it is a good programming practice, let me write it. So now I will be declaring the variables. So integer n1 comma n2. So these are the two operands that I am using for my program. So n1 and n2. This belongs to the integer data type. So these two variables will hold some numbers. Now I want another. Okay, let me take the values. So cout enter integer values. The compiler will ask you to enter some integer values. So cin n1 and n2. And now I am declaring one more variable. The name of the variable is OP. I mean that it is operator. So it can hold the operators, the three operators which I am going to use in my program. So operators comes under character data type. So that's why we have declared this variable under char data type. So char OP. So that is we are done declaring the variables. Now we are trying to give the compiler the variables, the operators that we require. So cout enter any operator from. So the operators I am trying to do now is plus, I mean the addition, comma, minus, that is subtraction, and asterisk. So these are the operators on which I want to perform the operation. So cin OP. So this variable OP will hold all the operators plus, minus, and asterisk. So now we are done with declaring the variables and defining them. So now we will proceed to write the switch statement. So here I write switch and I open the bracket and here I write the expression OP. So whenever we pass a variable under the character data type, the switch will check it with the relevant cases that are inside the switch case. So let us write the switch case inside them. So open a bracket. First case is the first operator, that is plus. As the character, as this operator is of character data type, you put it in the single quotes. So I have put it, and then you terminate it by a colon. So we have done it. Then you write the statement cout. I want to add the two operands available with using this plus operator. So I am writing n1 plus n2. After we are done with the case statement, it is immediately followed by another statement called break. The use of this break statement is it will allow the case to be terminated then and there if the case is correct. I will show you what happens if the break statement is not present in a switch case. So let me just write the program first. So now I am proceeding to the another case. So case, our next case is subtraction, that is minus, and terminate it with a colon. So cout n1 minus n2, and every case in the switch statement is followed by a break statement. So that is done. And case, the next case we are writing is multiplication, that is asterisk symbol, and you terminate it with a colon. Cout n1 times n2, that is done, and this is also followed by a break. So the available cases are done. So the last case is default case. This is the default case of the switch statement, and here we can write the statement that is required, that what we wish to appear on the screen if all the cases goes wrong. So here I want to write like operator entered is not correct. So this is what I want to write. So this default statement doesn't need to be included with the break statement, as it is the last statement available. So this is done. Once we are done with the switch statement, we close the switch statement with a bracket. So now we are done, and we are done with the program by putting the getch function. We come down and we close the main program. So as you know, once we are done with the program, we compile the program. So let me compile the program. Alt C, I press Alt and C, then we compile the program. Okay, see there are two errors. Let me check the errors. Okay, in this cout statement I have placed the double quotes which is not required. So let me remove it and let me compile the program again. So there are no errors now. The program is error free. So let us run the program. Okay, now the compiler is asking you to enter two integer values. So let me give values 4 and 3. So these are our inputs. So now enter any operator from plus, minus and multiplication, that is asterisk. So I want the operator like multiplication, so star. I have given the input now. So let us see what will be the output. See, the output is 4 times 3, that is 12. Okay, let me run the program and show you again. So it is asking you to enter the integer values 3 and 2, and my symbol will be now plus. So 3 plus 2 is 5. So this is how the switch case is working. Whenever the compiler starts compiling the program, the input, what we have given, the symbol will be checked with the corresponding cases available, and whatever the case is matching, that particular statement in that case will be executed and be given as output. So now let us see if we have given the wrong case, I mean the wrong input, what will be the output. Okay, compile, give two values. Okay, now I am going to enter an operator which is not among these three operators. So let me give the division operator. Okay. See, the operator entered is not correct. So that is what I want to show by using the switch statement. And let me show you one thing. If you do not include a break statement under a case, what is happening? So see here, now I am compiling the program. I have placed the break statement with comment lines. So now I am compiling again, entering three values and entering an operator. I am entering the operator plus. Okay. Now see 5. 3 plus 2, the output you are seeing is not 51, it is 5 and 1. Both are separate. So 5, the input 5 is 3 plus 2, that is for the operator plus. And the 1 you are seeing is for the operator minus, that is 3 minus 2 is 1. Why? Because as we have removed the break statement here, the compiler doesn't stop the execution. So it immediately switches to the next case available and it even compiles that case also. So that is why we use the break statement under each and every case in a switch statement. So this is how we use a switch case statement to write a program in C++ to check various values available under the cases. So in this session we have seen the switch case statement that is available and how to write a program in switch case and what are cases, what is default statement, and this is the use of the switch case. Thanks for watching the video. Thank you so much.